Here we are today with the Meso Customs flip fob for the 5th gen 4runner. Stock key, G code. Here's two, there's the green and the red. We already did. Everything you're gonna need is in the box. We'll need a knife as well to cut the chip out of the old key. Now I'll tell you, that is the hardest part of the entire process, is cutting this chip out. Do be careful because they are fragile, but they're pretty durable at the same time. So just use some caution when you're cutting it out. To get your key made, so the new one, oh, you already had it cut. Yeah. The new one comes with a blank key that you'll need to get cut. We've gone down to Lowe's. That was kind of a pain in the butt. Best bet, I went right down to the dealership. I took the old key, just like that. Took this in when it was still blank. They copied it right up and they actually took care of me real nice. They didn't charge me anything for it. Here we go, so knife. Stock key. There's a little gap right there. Just pry that open. Pops apart. Kind of set everything up here. You got two ends. Flat one and a bottle opener one. We have the bottle opener one installed on both of them. There's your keys, or your buttons. Comes with the Allen wrenches that you'll need. The big one is really the only one you'll need. The small one is for the set screw. Right there. You shouldn't need it. I'll explain that later. 1, 2, and 3 screws to hold it all together. All right. Just pop the chip out of there. Or well, this isn't the chip, the computer portion of it. So that actually can literally just snap right in there. Now, the chip sits right inside here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut right in here and shave this down. And then I'm gonna come over and I'll shave the back side down a little bit. And then we'll just slowly work at it little by little. So I'm gonna cut right down along here and actually get the old, I'm gonna cut all the way through the key and just get rid of that portion of the old key. I just kind of break it out of the way. A little easier to handle. Just gently shave that plastic out of there. You can see part of the chip is starting to show right there, so just be careful. You can try going on the back side. They have it glued in, and that's what makes it so hard. You can see a little bit of it right there. Here we are. The chip is out of the key. Like I said, it does take a little bit of work. So what we do is, like I said, we cut this so all this is off of here. Just get it out of your way. What's nice, then you kind of have a spot for your thumb to sit here, your finger, whatever, to kind of help hold the keys. You're cutting it out. So we cut here, trim along the back side, and then the bottom, and that chip will fall right out. Now, it looks like it's at an angle, and that is the way it's supposed to be. The first one we did, I did have a little panic. I thought we broke it, but it turns out we did not, and I did confirm that with the dealership. Take it back over to the new fob. Computer's in there. Set it in place. It's a tight fit. This one's a little looser than the other ones. It's all right, though. You can, if you want, put a little dot of super glue in there to hold it in place. But when this case goes over, it holds it all tight and snug. I don't feel it's necessary. It's your call. Also, the old key will have this rubber piece in there with the other buttons. Throw it out. Okay, so now there was one other thing that you may need, and that is a file. So the buttons have a little knob on the back of them. See that?
No, I can't.
Okay. It's got that little knob right there. So if it's super sensitive, you just take your file and rub it down a little bit. I had to do it on the red one, panic button only, because I kept setting off my panic. Okay, so here we are. Here's your buttons, your lock, or excuse me, lock and unlock, and the panic button. There's your remote. They just pop right in. They are loose. They're not a snap-in key or button or anything, so you got to be careful when you're flipping it around, or they will fall out. So we're going to do a little test fit. Simply. And push it together, just like so. One Allen screw on the front. When we put it together, I did hear the 4runner lock. Backside, the other two. Oh, and actually here you can throw your bottle opener attachment in there. Snug, not over tight. All right, now we'll test it out. Here's the panic button. Lock, unlock. Okay. So everything's working, nothing's oversensitive at all. So we're not gonna have to file any of these down. So I go ahead and take it apart again. There we go. So what I am going to do with this one, because I did say that chip is a little looser in this one than the other ones, I am going to go and get a little super glue and glue that one in there, because you can see it did fall out of there and it's in this side now. So So we're gonna go ahead and, I don't want that rattling around in there. Simple super glue. Ooh, it's really coming out of there. It's not gonna take much. Just put a little dab in there, take the chip, press it in. I'll hold it for a second. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put her back together. Oh, key part. So here's the key that it comes with. Do not pull this. Now, we were able to get the key cut with it. They bent it out of the way and did it, and it'll work fine. All it's gonna do is keep it in its locked position, in the open position for assembly. Star shapes, or I guess it's more of a plus shape. Plus shape. Sits right in there. Now just kind of hold it with your thumb. See the hole where it goes. It moved on me, but it is in place. Oop. So now just kind of hold it together. Just snug. Again. Slide the bottle opener in there. Oops. Snug. Snug. And then it's just me, I go back. Just give it a little more. Okay. Now you have two other little buttons or covers. One says TRD and one is blank. I use the TRD one. You'll see the two little pins on there. It fits right over here to cover that screw hole. Line those up, push it into place. Pull the pin. Okay, keys together. Again. Works. Lock. Unlock. There you go. Meso Customs flip-flop for the 5th gen 4runner. I'd say it's pretty tits.